Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome at my ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please go and donate on patreon.com. Today we are going to do another Warnock ration from case A. It is menu number 12, elbow macaroni in tomato sauce. I got both case A and case B from MRE Nation. These are 2017 MREs. This one is backed by the Warnock company. And it's got a American Defense Department seal, the menu name, a big MRE, and underneath it, meals ready to eat. And Warfighter recommended, Warfighter tested, and Warfighter approved. And then the Warnock company and the address, and some other stuff written on there. This doesn't have an expiration date on the packet. Sort of a tan color. It's got a nice thick plastic. And it's got a peelable seal. And this seal actually opened quite nicely. It didn't even almost damage the bag, I think. There's a little bit of damage. And there's everything inside. So let's go and check out and see what it is. Okay, let's check out here. There you can see the elbow macaroni in tomato sauce. The date is 7/3/00, so it's the 300th day of 2017 that this was packed. And this does have the 10 notches on the side. I was just interested because the previous 3 normal or MREs I reviewed had the genuine US had the 10 notches at the top, so I was not sure if this one would have it on the side, but the other ones I did with the elbow macaroni, the ones I got from XMRE, they had their 10 notches on the side, so I was just sort of wondering, but I see this does. So this is the sleeve. All of the information stuff is on there. It's about 8 ounces, around 227 grams. We've got chocolate, protein powder. This takes 8 ounces of water. We've got Zapple sauce, and it is my first Zapple sauce. We'll check this out later, but it's my first Zapple sauce. We've got some wheat snack bread, trans fat free, and I think this is my first wheat snack bread. We've got Skittles, and I had Skittles before, but not in MRE before. We've got some cheese spread. I haven't had cheese or jalapeno cheese spread as yet, but this also looks like normal cheese spread. We've got the normal MRE spoon, the ration heater, a beverage bag, AHS beverage bag or accessory bag. It was packed the 293rd day of 2017. The snack bread was packed the 178th day of 2017. So that's everything that is in the menu number 12, elbow macaroni in tomato sauce from the Warnock company. Let's check out the accessory bags. It has the MCWs are Warnock, so we've got toilet paper, which is the same as the MCWs. We've got matches, which is also the same. It's just red tipped, where the MCWs was white tipped. We've got some creamer. We've got salt, which is different from the MCWs. We've got some moisturities. A coffee, which is, haven't had this one before. We've got some sugar, got hot sauce, the same as the MCWs, and we've got some gum. So I wonder if the AHS isn't, maybe that's packet A with hot sauce, but this is what we have in the menu 12. Elbow macaroni in tomato sauce menu. So this looks nice. You can use the cheese both on the snack bread and in the macaroni in tomato sauce. You've got salt, you've got hot sauce if you want to use hot sauce there. So this is a nice little menu. And this is my first Zapple sauce. So let's get the stuff mixed up and put into the FRH. I'm not going to do it on camera for the FRH because I still struggle with them a bit. This one I see is actually, it's sort of teared. So I don't know how I'm gonna use it. I just realized it. So I most likely will do it, I don't know. We'll see. Do it the other way about and just sort of approximate the water, but that is a sad thing. Just look at that. But anyway, I'll use this. I haven't cut anything, so this is how it entered the bag. Because I haven't used my knife to open this bag today. So that's a bit weird, but we'll go and prepare everything. Put water in this. And I don't have, the only drink I have is coffee and the protein powder. We don't have any beverage drinks. So I'll go and fix this up and be back. So I'm not going to use the hot sauce, the creamer, the sugar, the toilet paper, maybe the wet towel, not the salt, because I've had the macaroni, elbow macaroni before. It's nice spicy enough, you don't need salt. We're only going to use the coffee and the gum. I'm going to add the wheat snack bread to the, or just put the ration heater on it, since I can't get things or extra things in it. I usually struggle. So I'm just gonna add this, or put the ration heater on it so that it can be a bit warm. So let's check out the protein powder. This takes 8 ounces of water. They say cold water, so I'm gonna use cold water. You can see there's little tear notches. This looks like all the drink pouches. Of course it teared open stupidly today. Don't know why. But there, down there is some chocolate colored powder. And I can put in the water and just seal it up like this. I never had this coffee before, but I watched reviews where they say you shouldn't put in that much water. So I'll try it like that. So this is the coffee. It looks fine. It smells fine. Now this applesauce. This is 4.5 ounces, about 128 grams. This, I'm not sure if you should heat it up or eat it cold. So I'm going to try it cold first, and then I'm going to put a bit of it in. I might heat up a bit and see how that tastes. But I will first try this cold. There's 10 notches. There's a bit of applesauce. This doesn't really taste like a lot. That's it, crunchy. Slightly appley, slightly sweet. So I'm going to try this hot. Gonna put it in let it stand in a bit of hot water. And I'm going to put to the ration heater and I'll be back. Let's open this. This isn't extraordinarily hot, it's just a bit hot. You can see there's little marks where you can, looks like you can break it into little. So you can see there's some, you can see the structure in there. The bread, it's got a light sweet taste actually. It's not very, it's a nice taste. Let's check the hot applesauce. The flavor is a bit better when it is so hot. It's not very hot, it's just nice and well, we've got the bread and the applesauce. This is quite nice. It tastes like a bready apple pie, apple tart crust. It's quite nice, I liked it. Now the bread itself, I find it a bit somewhat sweet, just a little bit on the sweet side. Or it's a nice tasting bread. The cheese bread, I just opened the little corner there. This looks like the normal American cheese bread color. The very saltiness of American cheese bread. Funnily enough, South African cheese bread isn't that salty. But the US stuff is quite salty for me. But let's check it on the bread. Of course, this bread has, to me anyway, a light sweet taste. The salty cheese bread go well with it. So it does go well with the cheese bread. Now this is a bit of the protein drink. There's about 8 ounces of it. You can see there is still clumps in there. I have I shaked it about for quite a while, but it seems that those little lumps will stay. It tastes a lot like those chocolate puddings you get. I should have tried just a bit less water and see if I could make it a chocolate pudding. I think some people do it like that, but I wasn't really interested in that now. But you can see there's still a lot of lumps. It's a bit sweet, but you get a cocoa chocolate taste from this. It's not as sweet as it could have been, but it is. It's drinkable. It tastes like a chocolate pudding that is not really that hasn't set properly. You can try the coffee. This is quite nice, strong coffee. I've tried with a little bit less water than maybe should have. I'll go and put in a bit more water now. This is wild berry Skittles, and we'll try it when we are back with the food. I've added a bit more water to the coffee, but it's still a bit bitter for me. I don't know why this is such a bitter coffee. It's got quite a bitter taste. Now this is a bit not extraordinarily hot, but it is a bit nice and eatable. It will be nice and eatable. As I said, this has got its 10 notches on the side, unlike the previous 3 I had. All of those 10 notches was at the top for some reason. Well, this doesn't want to open nicely, but you can see there. I'll just pour it out here. You can see the macaroni and the tomato sauce, so let's taste some. I must say I like the American macaroni and tomato sauce. This is very, very flavorful. You can taste the different herbs here. I think there's rosemary and basil in. I'm not sure what else. But it tastes like the Italian herb stuff we get here. It's quite flavorful. You get the tomato taste. You get the pasta. The pasta isn't very al dente, but they're not just not disappearing. So they are sort of middle of the road. This you can still taste them. It's nice. You get the tomato flavor. I truly enjoy this. I'm going to add some cheese. Not all of it. Oops. Not gonna add all the cheese. I still want to use some cheese on the breadsticks just now, or the bread just now. The only thing this might use is maybe a bit of salt. I don't know, but let's check it out with the cheese. Now the cheese fit right in. You get the slight cheesiness now. Of course, it's got such a overwhelming herb taste. It covers that extreme saltiness of the cheese some. So it just blends beautifully with this. It was the only shame I had when I did the MRE stuff, that they didn't have cheese in it. But with the American cheese it goes quite well. The only thing we still have left to do is the gum and some of these berries, or these Skittles, berry Skittles. So you can see this is just a normal Skittle. Crunchy outside, softer inside, a nice fruity taste. Quite a nice ending. Between this and the applesauce or the apple sauce, I really like this meal. One of the nicest meals I have. The only complaint I have is I would have liked a fruit beverage drink, or a lemon or an orange or some beverage drink in here, not just the protein one. The coffee is a bit bitter for me. It's quite a funny taste, this coffee. Sort of bittery, I don't know. I'm not really fond of it. The apple sauce was nice. My first time I had apple sauce. I really like it on its own, and it was quite brilliant with the bread. The cheese is nice like always. Bit salty, but it goes well with the bread. The bread was my first time I had this, and it does taste like bread, and if it's a bit warmed up, it tastes quite nice. It doesn't really taste like it should be a prefab stuff. It really tastes quite fresh. The Skittles is just normal Skittles, and I truly like this. This is nice and flavorful. It's got a bunch of flavor. With the cheese it just goes nicely. This is cinnamon gum. I'm not going to chew this now, but it's got, I've tried it before, it's a nice light cinnamony flavor taste. It's also a nice way to end the meal. It's got a nice light cinnamon burn to it. So it tastes quite nice. So that was my review. So thanks for watching menu number 12. Elbow macaroni in tomato sauce. So thanks again for watching, and I got this from MRE Nation. Both box A and box, or case A and case B. They make, you can buy them individual. They pack custom rations, so go and check them out. And please support me, please subscribe, please support me on patreon.com, and see you at my next ration review.